team like Kyrie and KD, or the Lake Show with King James and AD. Wish I could match him up with the bad boys from the 80s, but no black and white, I need that in HD. HenDawgz.
Yo, what's good, y'all? It's your boy HenDawg, and we back to it. You know how we do it. Bird gang, where you at, man? If you're part of the Bird gang, write something in the comments right now before this video even gets started. Shout out to all of y'all, man. I got a good one for y'all, I think, today. I think it's gonna be a good one. This one was posted 2 days ago. So whenever I see a new Larry Bird video, man, I get excited because I feel like it's a chance that we can see some new Larry Bird stuff. It's always some new interviews going around of people, you know, giving their best opinions and some of the cool stuff that Larry Bird did back in the day. But before we get into this video, make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. We are on the way to 10K. So you right there that's watching, go ahead and hit that subscribe button for me, man. I would appreciate it in advance. Go ahead and like this video if you like it. And go ahead and write something in the comments. Let me know, where does Larry Bird rank on your all-time list? I always ask y'all. And shout out to the ones that's always commenting, always liking. Like, I see y'all. Trust me. I see the ones that's constantly commenting, man. I really appreciate y'all. I'm going to have a giveaway soon. My 10K, I'm going to give a giveaway to some of my consistent subscribers, man, because I really do appreciate y'all. But go ahead and like this video if you like this video. I already said that. Let's just get into the video, man. We got NBA legends and players who are terrified of Larry Bird. Let's get it!
Larry Bird is a cold-blooded assassin on the court, and with his gifted high IQ and skills, he made players fearful of him. So I'm going to show you some NBA legends and players, sharing stories of how terrifying it was playing against Larry Bird, mixed in with some hilarious trash talk stories. And after the vid, tell me what your favorite clip is. Enjoy the video, man.
I'm thinking of it.
That's so crazy that Cedric Maxwell just popped up, because I just saw him in like 2 of those highlights where I saw number 31 out there, and I thought about my last video that I reacted to where Cedric Maxwell was kind of talking about how, you know, he won Finals MVP, you know, the first championship of Larry Bird. So he was very involved, but he said that whenever he would win, they would only talk about Larry Bird, but whenever they would lose, they would talk badly about him and put him front row on the newspaper. So Bird gang, you know, I'm always talking good stuff, but I want y'all to kind of talk about that. Is that true? Or is Cedric Maxwell kind of lying about that? Is that not true? Let me know in the comments.
Low, he can't get off a shot. He's not that strong. This is going to be a layup. Bam. Knocks down the jump shot. Okay. Maybe that was luck. Gets the ball again.
Right back ain't cheating, huh?
Bam. Knocks down another jump shot. Now I'm thinking like, okay, hey, you know what? I'm gonna D this guy up. I'm gonna show him what it's like. 20 feet away. Bam. 25 feet away. Bam. My mind just goes to damn, this white guy can play. I remember.
Crazy thing is, that's not even what made Larry Bird the player he is. Yes, his shooting was amazing. Like, I say he's a top 3 to top 5 shooter of all time, but it was everything else that made Larry Bird so great, man. I always want to talk about that. So I think it's cool that Cedric Maxwell was talking about, I just saw him shooting, making all these shots in a row. Like, it's cool to hear those stories. But Larry Legend is the legend for everything else, man. There's just so much more to it.
Sitting on the bench, watching Kevin McHale
and
Larry Bird. And Larry Bird did something. To me, I'm still marveled at this. And he got so many people. It was a timeout. And one of our teammates, Bart Kofold, had a camera. Right. He's taking pictures.
He had a camera on the,
so Larry Bird
on the bench?
Came over there and looked at our bench. And he said, 3-pointer. From right over here. So I'm sitting over there looking like, that's Babe Ruth. Calling your shot already. Right? Yeah. So I'm sitting there looking. He looked down at the floor. Hell, everybody looked down at the floor. He like he threw something. And he hit a 3.
Huh? He threw something.
And I remember Kevin kind of looking over at the bench like this gonna be a long night.
I fear no one but Larry Bird, because if you keep it close and he has a chance to win it, he's gonna win it.
But Larry Bird would put fear in me and everyone else, just like Luka does. And I watch him going, man, this dude is every move Kevin McHale's ever had plus, and he could put the ball in the basket.
Last leg, we're planning, and he told me, young fella, let me tell you something. I can shoot a jumper anywhere I want to. And he said, you're supposed to be a great defender, right? He said, I'm going to make sure I tell you where I'm going to shoot the ball at. And I was like, man, come on now. You're not going to shoot the ball.
The psychic trash talking is what made him scary. Like, it wasn't the way he looked. He didn't just walk in there and people was like, oh my God, I'm scared of this 6'9", 220-pound forward. Like, he wasn't like scary looking. It was the way that he was just being this psychic trash talker, like going out there saying, I'm about to shoot a shot from right here. And y'all not going to be able to stop me. Like, and he's telling you what he's going to do, and you trying to beat him to the spot that he's telling you, and he's still hitting the shot. Like, that would be scary in a way. I probably had nightmares of that too.
What was Larry's trash talk style? Like, what were the things he would kind of say?
JJ, he was cold, man. He'll tell you like this. He'll bend down, say soft to you. He's like, you know what? I don't know what you got for Christmas, but I know what I'm going to give you. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take you on this block. I'm going to dribble 2 times.
And so he said, I'm going to take you over in that corner right there. You sit over there by my bench, right? And I'm going to give you something, and it's going to be this jumper. Right. And I said, shit, watch this. So all of a sudden, we playing, and I'm D'ing him up, and he slow balled me. That's why I got the slow ball. Put your back to your back like this, and his back was bad during this time. So he went right to that corner, and I'm up on him, I'm under him. And he said, young fella, what did I tell you I was going to do?
And then I'm going to pull up in your face in the neck and say, shh. And then that be your Christmas present for me. I was like, whoa, you cold with that one.
This is the glove. This is Gary Payton. This is not no scrub. Like, people say that Gary Payton is the greatest trash talker ever. So to hear him telling stories about another guy, not just any guy, but Larry Legend is talking to him like he's like Gary Payton is nobody. Like, that's just crazy. Man. It's crazy.
And he turned around, raised up, looked around, it was all drawn. And I said, shit, I ain't gonna mess with you no more.
The greatest trash talker arguably said, I'm not gonna talk shit to him no more.
A veteran knowing how he can play. Wow. You know what I'm saying? And what he can do. He knew that I was smaller than him. He can shoot over me, and he can create space. When I'm trying to D people up, he learned how to neutralize me by turning his back and make me have to go through him. And if I reach on him, he'll turn and spin and get away from me, and he gone. And you couldn't do that. So that's just being smart about the game.
Everybody used to say Larry Bird was slow and all that.
He wasn't.
I mean, I don't care what nobody say. He had the ultimate game, and he used to do it. He used to back it up.
We was playing.
And his first step was not slow. I've watched enough highlights to tell y'all firsthand that he was not. I mean, he might not have. If he ran a 40-yard dash, yes, it probably would have been a little slow. But it's not. It doesn't matter. You don't have to be that fast in basketball. You got to be smart first of all, and you got to be quick, like, you know, deceptive. And that's what he was. He was very quick off that first step. Now that I told y'all that, check out when he get the ball and somebody guarding him close, how fast he get around him real quick. Go check that out. Hopefully they show some highlights.
So the great Larry Bird.
We'll see.
I didn't really know much. You know, I'm from Indiana. Larry's from Indiana. I knew about the history of Larry, but I didn't realize how he really got down. When we got to Boston that morning, I knew something wasn't right. I saw an X-Man, and he was limping around the court a little bit like he was sore. I figured he'd be all right, you know.
Xavier McDaniel.
I figured he'd be all right by that time. I go to the game on the early bus. I get there. They come out on the court. They say, hey, Sean, you starting tonight against Larry. And I was like,
Damn.
I'm all for it, though, you know. So the X-Man, he didn't play. He had a sore knee. But my point to you is this: Larry gave me 50 and 3/4.
50?
Oh my!
He was hitting everything, and he talked to me the whole entire game.
What did he say?
Well, first of all, he asked me to jump ball. He said, "You can't broke all my records in high school, right?"
Oh shit! So he knew who he was.
And I was like, "Yeah, that's me." He used to talk to my brother too, right?
Like, Eddie. And I was like, yeah, that's me. He said, I got you for you tonight. So every shot he was calling, at the defensive end, he would tell me, he'd be like, when I get down to the other end, I'm going to pump face you, get a hand one on you, look at you, go off the glass. That's how cold Larry Bird was. So, you know.
Shout out to Shawn Kemp, man. That's so dope. I love that story because Larry Bird was giving him respect at the same time by acknowledging who he was, like letting him know that he knew that Shawn Kemp broke his high school records. They was both from Indiana. He's like, Shawn Kemp, you the one that broke my records, right? And you used to dunk on my brother? Alright, I got something for you. Like, that's so dope that he was able to show him respect. But also telling him, I'm about to bust your ass too. Like, just know that. Like, that's so hard. And do anybody know about what happened with Shawn Kemp? I've been kind of seeing him in the news a little bit, but I don't really like talking about stuff I don't know 100% facts on. So if y'all know a little bit about the Shawn Kemp situation, write it in the comments. Let me know what happened. Hope everything's be cool with Shawn Kemp.
To the point of like, look, I'm gonna foul him so hard that he's basically gonna take his will. He started shooting the ball with his left hand, man. Robin tried to foul his right arm. He was shooting with his left hand, making it off on me, looking at me, still slapping me on my butt and everything, man, telling me everything.
Now see, that's something that he didn't hit you. He didn't hit you on the butt. Now I got to fight you.
Now I got to fight you.
And then Larry, he actually invited me to his house that summer after the game, man. He told me, he said, that's the best defense I've seen so far.
But he had 50.
I get that.
So you still compete.
50 and 3/4, but that was the best effort I've seen in a long time. You come to the house and shoot around with me this summer, I'll show you how to shoot the ball, young fella.
Larry Legend. Straight up. But there were times where
Worthy,
he would come out of timeout. I remember this one time, you might have heard this before because he did with a lot of people. I had to guard him. You know the play is coming, but he would tell you it's coming. He told you to play. You know, with DJ handling, Mikhail's gonna set a pick for Robert. But Robert, that's only to free him up to come and set a pick for me. And he says, if you trail, I'm going to trail into the lane and shoot a little floater. And he said, if you fucking pop, he said, if you try to get over the top, he said, I'm going to pop to that corner and bust a jumper in your fucking face. I'm like, fuck you. I'm all up on it. I got his shirt tail, I'm holding it, I'm like, you know where I'm from. I'm from Gastonia.
You hear that, JJ Redick? You hear what Worthy's saying? He grabbing him and all that. I don't know if y'all seen that interview by JJ Redick where he was talking about how Steph Curry, is getting pushed around and stuff his whole career, where Larry Bird wasn't getting touched, trying to make it seem like, the 80s wasn't as tough as it was. But you heard what James Worthy just said. He was grabbing all on Larry Bird. So that whole JJ Redick, whatever he was talking about, is cap. False.
Yeah.
Fiction.
Sure enough, man. The ball comes in. DJ takes a couple dribbles. I'm quick. I'm quick enough. I think I can get over the top. I get over the top. I get out there, but he pops to the corner and I'm running. He kind of waiting. He was an asshole.
Mark Aguirre didn't want to play against the Boston Celtics for whatever reason. Could have been, pretty much. So I was, I think, at that point, the third small forward, and Larry gave us 50.
2-point Maverick lead.
Larry was giving everybody 50.
They want to have it. Yes, indeed. Bird for three. Yes, Larry Bird for three with 4 seconds to go. Celtics lead it by.
This might sound funny, but I feel like all white guys that guarded Larry Bird was definitely terrified. Like, he used to go out his way to tell some of the black guys how disrespectful they were for putting white guys on him. So if that's the case, that every single time he felt disrespected by a white guy guarding him, that means he had to start going crazy on him. And that's kind of messed up, like, as a white basketball player back then. It's like, damn, like, just because I'm white, Larry Bird is about to go crazy on me because he feels disrespected. Like, I think that's hilarious. So I don't know who that was that just showed, but I guarantee you he was terrified of Larry Bird.
What can you say about Larry Bird?
Oh, well, next year, for whatever reason, somebody else didn't play again.
Who is that, y'all?
And I go, joke, hey, do you want Bird or McHale?
Oh, great choice.
And I was going, isn't Walton starting?
I was on the bench. Deservedly so.
Shout out to Bill White, man. One of the most humble Hall of Famers ever.
Like, really made him so effective was he could shoot.
Oh, yeah.
See, so what he did was when he get that pump fake, means if you don't iron, he gonna shoot it and make
What was that?
So he would catch you, put it on the floor.
Are we gonna let the young
Quick first step.
Are we going to let the young guy talk? He has the most years in the league, and we're not even letting the youngster talk. It's like having a little brother. It's like Danny Ainge. We couldn't get the shut Exactly, up. yeah, I couldn't get Danny. You had to guard Larry. What was that like?
The worst thing was when you guys ran pick and rolls.
Oh, okay.
Because, Kevin or you
I ain't about to butcher his name,
Chief,
but I know who that is.
Chief came up, and it was a quick pick and roll with a slip. And deny him the ball as much as you can, force it out, and then, let Danny Ainge drive to the basket.
Let Danny shoot.
That was the problem, right? Yeah, shooters on the other side, but you had to pick your poison.
Danny one time said he came in and Danny had a big fourth quarter, and Danny comes in, he goes, I'm our best fourth quarter player. And Larry's sitting there. Larry was funny. Larry had a great sense of humor. People don't know Larry's hilarious. Bernie's tying his shoes, and he kind of looks up and he goes, well, hell, I hope so, because your man's either standing by me or Kevin the whole fourth quarter. He goes, you're playing by yourself.
The story goes that when he played against Denver, they had a guy named John Hansley. You remember John Hansley?
No, I don't
6'7", Notre Dame guy, white guy, really good defender, right?
Okay.
They put him on Larry, and Larry was weighing his ass out.
Absolutely.
And Larry would run by the bench and tell Doug Moe, who was the coach, get him off me. That's disrespectful. No, that's disrespectful.
Yeah.
What's disrespectful?
Yeah.
He says it's disrespectful for y'all to put a white guy on me.
That's what I'm saying.
Put a black guy on me. That's why he gives Coop so much. He still says to this day, Coop is the best defender he's ever played against.
Wow.
Really? But he was like, you disrespecting me by putting a white guy on me.
What y'all think made Coop such a good defender on Larry Bird? Like, I'm sure it was other guys watching film of Coop and to try to emulate what he was doing, and it wasn't working. So was it just because he was athletic? I don't even think being athletic can kind of give you an edge over Larry Bird, because he's so smart that he can still be super effective with an athletic guy, being on him. So maybe Coop was just smart and athletic. But let me know in the comments, why do y'all think Cooper was successful? And I'm not even saying he was that successful, but why do y'all think Larry Bird called Michael Cooper his, the greatest defender that ever guarded him? Let me know.
I feel you.
But that's Larry, because when he played back in the day, that's all he played against was brothers. So he was like, don't put no white guy on me, that's disrespect. So
What?
So when he did that, he said, I had to torture him so they understand.
And you ain't gonna see him again.
Get him off me.
Tell this story about Larry Bird. I remember him, he was cursing under his breath. And I asked him, I said, Larry, what's going on with you? He says, you guys are being disrespectful.
Another one.
And I says, what are you talking about? He says, you guys are putting a white guy on me. That's disrespectful.
Wait, who's the white guy you put on it?
I can't remember who it was. I just
Didn't
know
matter.
I had no comeback when he says, it's disrespectful when y'all put a white guy on me. And I'm sitting there I'm laughing in the middle of a game. He says,
the one I really hated to guard was Larry Bird. He was not a nice guy.
He looked at you as disrespect.
Matter of fact, there was one game in Cleveland where he was having a pretty rough first half, and in the old days in Cleveland, you walked off the court the same way at halftime, and I kind of puffed up on him and walked beside him and was like, yeah, you're 1 for 10.
Why would you say that?
That's defense, and he just kind of looked at me and said, there's 2 halves. And he came back out and hit about 10 in a row on me, and the last one was left-handed. And
oh my God.
He asked me if my mother was watching because
Larry,
he wanted to embarrass me. So
why would he say that?
Yeah,
to him?
so he was tough.
Oh, everybody.
That's fighting words.
91-92 season, and we was playing the Boston Celtics. It was Bird, McHale, Parrish, the Great Three, Ainge, and we was up 1. Okay. He said, "Who's guarding me?" As we come out of timeout. Now remember, I'm a rookie because Price is out.
Who is this?
Right.
Let me
He
know.
says, who's guarding me? I says, Craig Elo. He says, why you got that white boy on me?
This is how you know they're not lying. This is 3 different guys all saying the same story, different situations, but Larry Bird really hated when white guys guarded him.
Don't put no white boy on me.
He said that was the most.
No, remember, Larry Bird is white.
Right.
He said, I'm going to go over here.
That smile you had?
And I'm going to get in the corner.
Hey!
Then Johnson going to pass it to me. And I'm going to hit the last thing shot.
You going what?
Come on, man. So, I'm like, I told Joe Wood, I said, hey, man, listen. The ball is going to Larry Bird. Everybody knows the ball's going to Larry Bird.
Right.
You talking too fast.
Do whatever you can. Greg. Gerald. Just cover him.
Right.
All Bird did was go like this.
That was tough.
See, it's leverage. It's not how strong you are sometimes. It's leverage.
Yeah.
He said, now look how hard that is.
Yeah.
Now, somebody strong go, yeah. Right? Right. Right.
A karate chop?
Right.
You see how your demeanor went? That's all I need, TB.
Right.
Let us all.
Face against the ball. Yeah.
And you know his fingers was all broke.
Right. Right.
Didn't matter.
He hit the shot. All his Kevin McHale, all them, Randy Whitman, all them were jumping on, right? He was getting them off of like this. He walked off and said, legend.
Legend.
Larry Bird, man.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Best guy I
Kareem?
played against might have been, Larry Bird. Someone like that.
How good was
Michael
Bird?
Jordan.
People, I don't think people
don't
look
appreciate
at him and think, oh, he's a white guy, slow guy.
The chubby white guy, he wore us out, man. Because he just, this muscle here, the one between his ears, that was his best, because he made the 3-pointers and he had assists and rebounded, steals. He was always at the right place at the right time on the court.
Who said he's not athletic?
Great players, I had the opportunity to play against.
I said they were almost impossible to go in there and beat. And they said, why? I said, because you could not make a mistake with them. If you turn your head or you don't rotate right on time or whatever it was, those guys made you play. And it was him. Like, he was he was a savant.
Bird was nice.
Like, just a savant. Like, 2 plays ahead on everything. And so I was just talking about this maybe 3 or 4 days ago, how hard it was to go into Boston and beat a team when Bird is in his prime.
And then you had the inbounds pass that Bird steals that.
Isaiah choked.
That goes back to my savant statement. Like, just knowing where to be, seeing what's happening, and anticipating, and boom, he jumps right in and still.
So guys, I hope you enjoyed the video, and tell me what's your favorite Larry Bird story. So make sure you like, share, subscribe, and show us the YG gang, and I'm out.
Great video. Saw some stuff in there that I don't usually see, so that's always a great thing. But I appreciate y'all watching. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel if y'all haven't already. If you want to see more Larry Bird videos, you are on the right channel, because there's so many more for me to react to. Go ahead and like this video if you liked it, and go ahead and write something in the comments. Let me know what's your favorite 2 things. Where does Larry Bird rank all time? Is he top 5, top 10, top 3, top 1? And then also, what is your favorite Larry Bird story? There's so many stories out there that I keep hearing every single day about Larry Bird. So let me know what your favorite Larry Bird story is. But I appreciate y'all like always. We out.